When I come to, I'm standing with my phone in my hand. While I wait for the ringing in my ears to subside, I check the date and time on my phone screen. August 11th, 2:21 p.m. Alright, now I have 2 more days. As a matter of fact, I leapt twice. First to 2 p.m. on the 13th, when the machine was completed. From there, I leapt an additional 48 hours to 2 p.m. on the 11th. My first consecutive leap, but it seems to have gone well. I immediately head downstairs to see Suzuha. I'm relieved to see that her hand isn't burned. When I explain the situation, Suzuha races to radio Kaikan to confirm my story. After she realizes that I'm telling the truth, I take her back to the lab and have her repeat the explanation she gave us before I time leaped. I come to the conclusion that all we can do right now is to try our best to repair Suzuha's time machine. Daru is unusually enthusiastic. I guess Suzuha's talk of attractor fields and divergence and correcting history's mistakes got his blood pumping. Mayuri stops us as we're about to leave the lab. Oh, right. I thought Suzuha was lying about that, but when I turn to her, she looks away. When I show reluctance, Mayuri puffs out her cheeks. What promise? That's right. We convinced her to stay by promising to help look for her father. If Mayuri feels that strongly about it, there's no way I can refuse. Suzuha sniffles. So that's why Suzuha called herself John Taito. Suzuha looks like she's about to cry for an instant, but she quickly covers it with a bitter smile. Hearing that, I realize how hellish the world she came from must be. Suzuha claps her hands together and starts patting her pockets. A few seconds later, she reaches into one and pulls out. I've seen Suzuha fiddling with it before. It's just a regular pin, the kind you stick on your hat or bag. It reads Oshimisha Stars 7010. Daru runs a search, but gets only incomprehensible foreign sites. He narrows the search down to Japanese sites, but even then, none of the results look relevant.
これはきっとヒントになるよ。
Suzuha's permission, I take a picture of the pin.
というわけで、すずさんのお父さん探しに賛成の人。
I want to argue that there's no time for that, but Mayuri's right when she says that the time machine won't be ready for a while. I guess there's no harm in letting her have her way. After all, there's no point in running, not even with 2 days head start. Even if I dragged Mayuri to the ends of the earth, we wouldn't be able to escape her death. I know that now.
反対はしない。
おかりんありがとう。
Daru raises his hand in agreement. So does Kurisu. It's decided. We'll help Suzuha find her father.
みんな、サンキュー。でも、私はあくまで1975年へ行くことを優先したい。それが父さんの意思だったからさ。ってなわけで、タイムマシン修理のめどが立ったら、父さんを探すのは諦めるってことで、どうかな？それでいいの？そんだけ探して見つかんないならさ、つまり会える運命になかったってことだと思うし。
A relief to hear Suzuha say that.
で、どうやって探すん？
ピンバッジしかヒントがないのだ。これを元にするしかないだろう。餅は餅屋とも言うし、マニアなショップは当たってみるか。
マニアなショップって？
秋葉にはマニア御用達のアンダーグラウンドのショップが数多くあるだろう。
It's hard to sneak into Radio Kaikan in the daytime. There isn't a crowd out front like before, but pedestrian traffic remains constant. It takes us about 30 minutes to find a way in. Kurisu is back at the lab working on the time leap machine. It needs to be complete by 2 p.m. on the 13th. If she's late, it could affect my ability to time leap, which would lower my chances of saving Mayuri. Speaking of Mayuri, she wandered off somewhere in search of Suzuha's father.
どうだ？
I call to Daru, who's examining the flooded satellite, time machine, while Suzuha and I keep a lookout. Daru crawls out of the machine. He's covered in sweat and his breathing is heavy. What's up, Catherine? Indeed it is, I'm pretty far into it. I've been streaming this for quite a bit, actually. He quickly helped pull his huge body out. By quite a bit, I mean like the past couple weeks, even though I took a break, like, to finish uni shit, because it was the finals week, and now I'm back anyways. Anyways. If someone were to see us up here, they might report us to the police. It's been 2 weeks since the satellite appeared, but Okabe still has tourists who just come to see it. We need to take care not to be noticed.
この中、むちゃくちゃ熱い件について。蒸し風呂ってレベルじゃねえぞ。この炎天下でマシンの中にいたら干物になるね、マジで。ちなみにこのマシン、バランス崩して下に落ちたりしないよな。
Time machine is balanced precariously on the ledge, but the police have hooked up support wires, so Daru probably has nothing to worry about.
治りそう？
いや、まだ確証はないけど。でもさ、ちょっと触ってみて気づいたんだよね。これってなんか電話レンジと似てるかもって。
じゃあ直せる可能性もあるんだな。
いや、だから確証はないって。もうちょっと調べないと。
誰よ、スーパーハカーよ。全てはお前の腕にかかっていると言っていい。世界を救ったスーパーハカー、お前は2036年においてタイムマシンの母マキセ・クリスに代わり人々から崇め奉られることになるだろう。
ハカーじゃなくてハッカーって言えっつってんだろう。
とにかく2日で何とかしてくれ、ダル。
Place my hand on Daru's shoulder and look straight into his
お前
eyes.
だけが頼りなんだ。
When you say book, do you mean the visual novel, or is there like actually a book of this game? Because I've never heard of a book of this game. It's the first I've heard of it.
自信はないよ。そもそも
If you are referring to the visual novel as opposed to the anime, then I would have to agree that the visual novel seems to be superior so far.
それは
Because that's when Mayuri will die, but I can't say that.
2日後がさ、リング得意点を作るのに一番いい気象条件なんだよ。それを逃すとあと1年は次のチャンスがないわけ。
Ah, you're memeing. You gotta put a kappa, dude. You gotta put a kappa because I I'm very dim when it comes to sarcasm. That's one of my problems. Nice excuse, Suzuha.
そうだ
Like, you gotta
So
put the
you
Kappa
got-
XD. Otherwise, it's quite clearly not a joke, right?
2日で直せとか無茶言うなっつーの。
ならばそんなお前にフェイリスと一日デートできる権利をやる
Yeah, thanks. That's it. That's the way. Good job. That's it. You're on your way to being a cancerous fuckwit.
やってくれるな。
いいですとも。
Great. Now I just need to figure out how I'm gonna convince Fedis. Fedis to Yan Yan! Fedis to Yan Yan Yan! We're searching for something with the same cryptic logo as this mysterious pin. Honestly, I didn't think it would be this difficult. Okabe has plenty of niche stores, but they're all for electronic goods and PC parts. There aren't that many selling accessories like Suzuha's pin. We check every one we can find, but come up empty-handed. None of the store employees have any idea where it came from either. We even checked nearby neighborhoods like Ueno and Asakusa. Nothing. Suzuha and I return to the lab with heavy hearts.
おかえり。
Kurisu emerges from the development room to greet us. She's alone.
その顔じゃ成果はなしか。
ダルは
戻ってない。暗くなったし、直接帰ったんじゃない？
It's too dark to work at Radio Kaikan now. We can't use lights because that would be too conspicuous to the people below. Mayuri isn't around. Is she making any progress in the search for Suzuha's father?
なんか悪いね。こんなことしてる場合じゃないのにさ。
お前のためではない。すべてはマユリを助けるためだ。
Start up Daru's computer and search the net for communities of people who collect unique pins. I'll investigate tomorrow based on the information I find. There's a pin collecting group on a site called Frey Para where everyone shows off their collections. I post there asking for information. I'm sleeping on the couch when a loud alarm rings in my ear.
セルンの襲撃
I jump up and see Kurisu and Suzuha. Kurisu is holding her phone. That's the source of the sound.
Good morning.
The sour expression says it's not good at all. I wish she'd put herself in my shoes and see what it's like to be woken up suddenly like. Check the time on my phone. Just before 7
起
a.m.
こしてくれたのか。助かる。
別にモーニングコールしたわけじゃない。岡部倫太郎に見てほしいものがあってさ、起こしてもらったの。
I realize that there's a strange object sitting on the table in front
こ
of
れ
me.
は
ダイバージェンスメーター。今、私たちがいるこの世界線がどこなのかを数値で表すことができるんだよ。
The meter displays 0.337187%.
私がもともといた2036年の世界線を 0% とした数値だから、あくまで相対的なものなんだけどさ。
作ったのか。
ううん2036年から持ってきた。
Super Hacker Lit des.
うん。これはニキシー缶だな。いいセンスだ。未来ガジェット9号に認定したいぐらいだ。
これ一体どういう仕組みなの？世界線の数値化なんて可能とは思えない。
Suzuha shrugs.
私もわかんない。
わからない。
これ作ったの誰か知ってる？
How should I know?
君だよ。岡部倫太郎。
は？
君が作った。確か今から11年後ぐらいに君の持ってる特殊な力を応用させたらしいよ。
そうなのか。
このメーターがあれば岡部以外でも世界線の変動を確認できる。そういうことか。違う。多分ここに表示されてる数値が変化してもそれに気づけるのは岡部倫太郎だけ。は？それじゃあ意味ないじゃない。もっとまともなもの作りなさいよ岡部。
I ignore Kurisu's complaints and look at the meter again. This is something I made. 15 years have passed since I completed it. 11 years will pass before I complete it. It's a strange feeling.
これの仕組みは作った本人しか知らない。だから知りたかったら11年待つしかないかな。
未来で俺と会ったのか。
She did say I was an infamous terrorist in 2036. For some reason, Suzuha's expression darkens momentarily.
一度もないよ。
そうか。で、このメーターを今ここで俺に見せた意味は？
メーターの数値が 1% を超えた時、君はベータ世界線にたどり着いたことになる。
1%？
そう、 1% を突破さえできたら椎名真由里は助けられるっていうこと。
Stop, Shinori, yes. I stare at the glowing red numbers. They don't budge. Just another 0.6%. It seems so easy. There are 6 digits after the decimal point and no tens place. What does that mean? Something tells me it won't be as easy as it
こ
looks.
れは君にあげる。どうせ私が持ってても意味ないしね。
This used to be a hero's stream. Feels bad, man. That's the best meme I've seen this month, dude. Based on recommendations from the VBS thread, I spend the morning visiting stores in Akiba. My fucking god. That's actually a really good meme. It's just sinking in. I even visit a few that specialize in locally manufactured goods. But although I hit just about every kind of store that could be considered niche, I'm unable to find anything that resembles Suzuha's pin. Maybe I should go all the way to Ikebukuro or Nakanano. Yeah, whatever. I start heading back to the lab, but just then a street vendor catches my eye. Dude, I added that Knuckles emote after that because it's still fucking hilarious, like, you know. The storekeeper is a foreigner covered in tattoos. The table next to him is covered with accessories and other fashion items. This is the first time I've seen such a stylish street stand in Akiba. Most vendors just sell random junk. It's not like I have anything to lose, so I walk over and check out the selection. Among the various accessories, I see a number of metal pins. See, here's the question. Is this scene gonna be better than the anime? What a coincidence. Could he have a pin like Suzuha's? I don't see OSHM, that **A7010 logo on any of the displayed accessories, but I better ask just to be sure. Shidori, so what you're saying is... Because the only things I've participated in marathons would have been Yoshi's Story, co-commentating Dan Salvado. I guess that's the only things I've done in a GDQ. So that's probably what you're talking about. If our eyes meet, his are as bright and blue as the sky. I quickly look away. Damn, he must think I'm a coward. Better get this over with.
Hey, Master! I am Mad Scientist. So cool! Son of a bitch!
Hi, 何ですか?
He smiles, a wide, toothy smile, nice teeth, and answers in Japanese. I was hoping for more of a reaction.
ちょっと聞きたいことがある。
This scene isn't better than the anime's one. Trash. Trash. I take the photocopy of Suzuha's pin out of my pocket.
これに見覚えが?
The man stares at it for a while, then shrugs and shakes his head in the exaggerated manner typical of Westerners.
これの出所が知りたい。調べることはできないか?
ああ、思い出し。Sorry、ちょっと難しいですね。
What is he saying?
By the way、これはどこで手に入れたものなんですか?
それを知りたい。報酬は出す。
ごめんなさい。
He apologizes in broken Japanese. Looks like this is another dead end. Just in case, I give him my contact information and ask him to get in touch if he finds out anything. Then I turn to leave.
Okabe Rintaro.
Suzuha's standing a short distance away. She's holding a drink. It's my favorite Dr. No, wait, that's cold. I don't give a fuck. I'm pulling Dr. Pepper out anyways. I've been waiting so long for a Dr. Pepper reference. I'm gonna drink it anyway.
Please. Nomu?
I accept the offer and quench my thirst while leaning on the roadside fence. I'll fucking do it anyways. Well, she dies in multiple ways, in multiple timelines, Shidonius. And now we're trying to figure out how to stop it.
成果は?
What's up, dog?
なし。 それよりさっきの英語何？なんかバカっぽかった。そうクールってこの時代だとああいう英語が標準なの？
そんなわけあるか。
そうなんだ。じゃあ岡部倫太郎オリジナルか。
海外旅行がない。
そう旅行なんて娯楽はなかったな。渡航許可はめったに下りなかったし、だから外国人を見たのはこ
So,
の時代
in
に
the
来て
future, no one's allowed to leave Japan. Japan was like that a few centuries ago too, when Tokugawa's shogunate closed the country to the west. Sounds like CERN set international relations back hundreds of years. Perhaps that's why there's no war in Suzuha's time. It's hard for conflicts to emerge when races and cultures can't interact. It sounds kind of like a prison with invisible walls, guarded by CERN and the Committee of 300. I mean, ending war is obviously a good thing, but... Anyway, there's no point thinking about the distant future now. We need to come up with a new plan. The sunlight beats on my head, making it hard to think. I feel like I'm standing in a sauna. Why does the sun hate me so much? Shining in the center of the sky like he owns the damn place. Damn it, why can't we find any information on that fucking pin, dude? I suppose there's no skin off my back if we don't find Suzuha's father. As long as Daru fixes the time machine, nothing else matters. So why do I feel bad about my lack of progress? I really don't know. Maybe I'm just frustrated by my own powerlessness. I can't save Mayuri, I can't fix Suzuha's time machine, I can't even help Kurisu with the time leap upgrade. So what am I good for? The only thing I can do is help Suzuha find her
も
father.
しかして近年中に作られるピンバッジなんだろうか。まだできていないとか。
TBH, her breasts aren't that big. She's just incredibly scrawny and lean with decent, ample sized breasts. Look, it's fucking freezing in Australia, dude. It's been cold the last week. This is why I'm wearing a jacket and everything inside. It's cold. It's so cold.
やっぱさ父さんとは会えない運命なんだって。
Like the only meat
こん
on
だ
this
け探して
woman's
も
body
ないんだ
is
か
her
ら。もう無理
breasts.
無理全然無理だね。
I feel a surge of anger at her words. Whoa, wasn't paying attention to her words.
やっぱさ父さんとは会えない運命なんだって。
Just not in the cards, I guess. Here I am stewing in self-loathing and she acts like it doesn't matter.
諦めるのか。まだあと1日残っているぞ。
何怒ってんの？
みんなお前のためを思って頑張っているのだと分かっているのか。俺だってマユリを助けることを何より優先したいんだ。
Check that one off your bucket list, fucking Catherine, dude. No worries. Met the emo man from Stelzig's stream.
それでもお前はラボメンであり仲間だ。その仲間が困っているから助けたい。そんなマユリの気持ちを汲んでこうして探しているのにお前が真っ先に諦めてどうする。
怒鳴んないでよ。
あまり俺を萎えさせるな。
Tell myself to calm down. This is just my own feelings of impotence boiling over. There's no time for this.
悪かったよ。でも君さ
Whoa,
言い方が
emotional
上から
discussions.
目
Here
線
we
すぎると
go.
思うよ。
Maybe you should think how I feel. This is the point in a conversation with a woman where you just turn around and walk away. This is not going anywhere. This is not going anywhere. I realize that we have an audience. Some pedestrians are grinning at us like they think we're a bickering couple or something. Take a deep
言い
breath.
過ぎたのなら謝る。
It's too awkward to make eye contact. So I look around, pretending to
さて
think.
これからどうするか。
I wonder how the other lab members are progressing. I'm especially concerned about Daru. He's been working in that heat for hours, so we should bring him something cold to drink. I actually had that Kappa Everywhere emote thing, whatever, installed as well, but it was way too annoying sometimes, because it does replace it inside the actual chat, which is a bit dumb, in my opinion. Then there's Mayuri. Because I see Zigby all the time, and every time his thing would be replaced with an emote, and I'm like, no, uninstalled. If I close my eyes, I can still recall her deaths in every detail. I resist the urge to pound my head against the wall. Though we still have over 24 hours before that happens, I can't help but worry about leaving her alone. Currently, all I can do is search for that pin. We decide to try Ikebukuro as our last stop for today. It'd be nice to visit home, but I don't have the time, and besides, Suzuha's with me. Our search turns up nothing. As the evening wears on without a single lead, Suzuha and I go quieter and quieter. We're exhausted from walking, and we can't shake the feeling that all our efforts are futile. This isn't good.
そういえば
Try stirring up conversation. I should get her to talk about the future. After all, she is a time traveler. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. Remember how shocked Kurisu was to learn that she only lives to be 44. And I was told that I become a terrorist.
2036年では
テロリストとしてね。
そうかそれで俺は一体どんなテロ行為を
セルンに反逆したの。君はさ、私が所属してたレジスタンスの設立メンバーの一人だったんだよ。私の父さんと同じくね。
I helped found the resistance. I guess it makes sense given what we're going through now. Suzuha's from the future in this timeline where Mayuri is doomed to die and where CERN forces Kurisu to build a time machine. In such a future, how could I not rebel against CERN? Rebellion against the system, destruction of order, a new age of chaos. Weren't those my ambitions as a mad scientist?
くだらない
くだらない？
マユリを助けることもできずのうのうと生き続けた挙句にそんな中二病みたいな真似をしているなんてな。
世界に自由を取り戻そうとする勇敢で立派な志だと思うけど。
Suzuha's part of the resistance I form. Does that mean she's my subordinate in the future?
俺はどんな男だった
Suzuha's expression darkens.
だから私は会ったことないって言ったでしょ。
そうだったか。
うん。君はさ、セルンに殺されたの。2025年に。
I was killed by the same people who killed Mayuri. They had no reservations about murdering an innocent girl. I doubt they'd hesitate to kill a terrorist.
もっと早く教えとくべきだったかも。わかるでしょ？未来を変えないとさ、君はあと15年で死んじゃうんだ。椎名真由里も助からない。君も助からない。マキセ・クリスは無理やりセルンに協力させられてる。
ダルは
彼の名前は聞いたことないな。ウィザード級ハッカーの伝説っていうのはちらっと聞いたことがあるけどね。そもそもウィザード級ってどういう意味なのかすら知らないけど。
Daru's gone incognito. He's gone underground. No one can track him. He lives to grow a fucking ripe old age in his basement with all his figurines. You can imagine Daru slowly insinuating himself into every corner of the internet until he becomes a godlike virtual presence that not even CERN can comprehend.
とにかくさ、君たちだけを見ればこんな未来ってないよね。だからなおさら私が IBN5100 を手に入れてきて未来を変えなきゃって思ってる。この時代に来るまでは君たちは遠い存在だったけど、今では仲間だしさ。
Yeah, dude.
なんとかしたいんだ。
Everyone's leading the Daru life. Daru's my spirit animal, TBH. He's my spirit animal.
助かる。お前はこれからも永遠にラボメンだ。
Thank you.
Are you sure I can finish the time leap machine in a day? We still haven't found our lifter substitute, remember? Can't complete the upgrade without it. I already told Kurisu that I was confident in her ability to complete the machine on time. But it occurs to me that I forgot to tell her about the 42-inch CRT. There, that should do it. I sent her a reply and decided to keep searching for the pin with Suzuha just a little bit longer. Time's quickly running out. Is there anything more that we can do? Oh. No! I held down enter. It's early evening, but the roof of Radio Kaikan is still hotter than hell. When I provide Daru with a refreshing gift of Dr. Pepper, a frown appears in his sweaty face.
Dr.
Pepper. Cheers, Daru. Fucking Coke Zero, mate. I mean, I drink that normally, so Daru is my spirit animal, but Dr. Pepper for the sticking to the theme of the VN. Or as I like to call it, fucking, what is it? Rude Rapap. Fucking look at that Rude Rapap, dude. Look at that. I forgot, he's a cola guy. No sense letting it go to waste. I drink the Dr. P myself. Daru and Suzuha start discussing the time machine, and Mayuri and I watch from a short distance away.
ねえねえオカリあの人工衛星がタイムマシンだったなんてびっくりしたね。
ああ、そうだな。
I thought that Taido's time machine was a car, a 1970s Chevy. It never even occurred to me to suspect the satellite. I should know better than to take anything for granted. In retrospect, the satellite was suspicious from the start. Not only had it appeared out of nowhere, but Taido only started posting afterwards. I'm disappointed in myself for not realizing the connection.
ビルに突き刺さっちゃってるけど、すずさんが無事でよかったね。
Doubt it was anything like a crash. It just appeared there, displacing the wall, which then collapsed around it. After all, the time machine itself isn't self-propelled. It doesn't fly.
あれって操作がとっても難しいんだって。
I guess she heard that from Suzuha.
重力うんたらかんたら装置の座標がちょっとでもずれるとね、タイムマシンごとゼリーマンになっちゃってプルンプルンかなんだそうです。
Please. Please. Might be, it will take a divergence of fucking 10,000 billion% for that to happen.
しかもね、あのタイムマシンって
In a world where Dr.
セ
Pepper
ル
doesn't
製じゃない
exist
からあん
and
まり安定
so
してないって。
doesn't weeb shit, so I don't get distracted and I become the best designer because I have nothing else to displace my glorious love for weeb anime stuff.
1975年に行くと
Just
き
like
が
my Japanese animes.
二人乗りだったらね、一緒に行ってあげられたのにね。
お前が一緒に行ってどうするのだ。
決まってるよ。すずさんの手をギューって握ってね。大丈夫、マユシーが一緒だから大丈夫だよって応援してあげるの。
Something tells me that won't be much help.
ねえねえオカリ、あのタイムマシンって名前はついてるのかな。
名前か。
Least of what I want to know about the time machine. Time permitting, I'd like to spend a whole day picking Suzuha's brain. I'm pretty sure John Titor's time machine had a model number. The John Titor from 2000 might not have been Suzuha. There's no John Titor in 2000 on this world line after all. Although I suppose it's possible that Suzuha will drop by 2000 after traveling to 1975.
気になるならタイタンに直接聞けばいい。
あ、そうだね。マユシーうっかりしてたよ。
Mayuri giggles, then runs off to talk to Suzuha. She comes back quickly.
名前あった。
どんな名前だったんだ。
FG204 なんとかなんとかだって。
Something something?
っていうかね、ダルくんとすずさんって結構お似合いだと思わない？
はあ？
Mayuri's jumping all over the place today. I look at Daru and Suzuha again.
お似合いか？ダルはそもそもフェイリス萌えなのだぞ。
あ、そっか。そうなのかな。
She tilts her head to the side. Good grief. Mayuri and I aren't of any use. I prefer to leave Daru and Suzuha to it and resume the search for Suzuha's father, but Mayuri seems happy just sitting here. We don't have any leads on the pin or its owner. Maybe the 2 days just aren't enough. That's quitters talk. Like I told Suzuha, I don't want to give up. Besides, even if we don't get the information we need this time, I could use the time leap machine to repeat these 2 days until we do.
そういえばマユリ、コス作りはどうした？
There's only a few more days until Komima. I remember Mayuri pulling all-nighters to get her costume done. Has that changed?
あのね、もう2着はできてるよ。楓ちゃんと吹雪ちゃんの分。
3着目はルカ子に着てもらうためのものだったか。
そうなんだけどね。ルカちゃんが説得できなかったから今回は諦めたの。ねえねえ、マユシーもタイムマシンもっとよく見てきていいかな。
誰たちの邪魔はするなよ。
Maddie beams happily, then runs over to the time machine. She's acting like this is a field trip. Behind her, the sun glows dark and orange in the horizon. It's quite a view from up here. After a few minutes watching the sunset in silence, I realize that Suzuha is standing beside me. She must have come over as Mayuri left. My shadows are long and murky.
橋田至ってすごいね。
はい
タイムマシンさ、突貫工事とはいえ、うまくすると明日には直せるかもって。
Sit.
ダルの実力は折り紙付きだ。
見た目は不摂生そうで冴えない感じなのにね。
見た目で判断するな。
考えを改める。あのさ、今言わないと機会を永遠に逃しちゃいそうだから言う。
なんだ大げさだな。
私さ、君たちには本当に感謝してるんだ。初めてこの時代に来た時、私の知ってる人は誰もいなくて、戦ってばっかりの時代の方がすごく平和なの。
God, I hit myself against the TV. I was trying to pick up the
なんか
toy.
私にとっては
Pain.
すごく怖かった。でもさ、今こうして
Take your fucking toy
自
now.
分の全てを晒せる友達、私が生まれる前に生きていた人たちと出会えて、私のためなんかに
Fuck, I'm a
みんな
klutz.
頑張ってくれてる。
Trust me, if there's one thing you know about me, I'm a klutz.
とっても奇妙で、だけどその気持ちは本当だから。
Ugh. Yuck. Sister's tone is wistful. Why? I try to speak, but she continues before I can.
この時代に来ることができて、っていうか君たちみんな揃いも揃って我が強くて、いつの間にか君たちといる時間が楽しくなってたよ。2036年はさ、とっても平和で
知るわけがない。俺は2036年の
そっか、ごめん。
My head hurts.
とにかくさ、喧嘩すら起きない。およそ争いって名のつくものはミクロなものからマクロなものまで全部消えちゃった。その代わりみんな死んだ魚みたいな目をしてた。誰も覇気がなくて、歩く足はズリズリってすり足で、笑いはするけど怒ったり悲しんだりはしなくて、個性なんて誰も持ってなかった。みんなロボットみたいだった。この前君が私にすごく怒ったでしょ。あの時さ、すごくびっくりして、すごくショックだったんだけど。
変なやつだな。
確かに。
Suzuha looks at the time machine. Ada and Mayuri are standing next to it, talking cheerfully about something or other.
君のラボに出入りしてるみんなは生き生きしてて、椎名まゆりも橋田至も牧瀬クリスも、それに君も。
何をバカな。
There's nothing enviable about me. I'm worthless. I can't even save Mayuri.
私もみんなみたいになりたいって思ったよ。
俺からすればお前こそすごいと思うぞ。
そう言ってもらえると嬉しいかも。こうして頑張れてるのも君たちと会えたおかげ。ほんのちょっとでもラボメンの一員になれてよかった。
I don't know. I'm gonna get whoever I get. That's my plan. smiles then, a soft, sad smile that tears my heart. What does it mean?
ほんのちょっとの間でも君たちと一緒にいられて
I don't even know if there's sex scenes in this game. I'm assuming there are because it's a visual novel. You go in with the assumption that there are hate scenes until you find out that there aren't.
Suzuha?
岡部倫太郎きっと未来を変えてね
And especially when you're going into one that is
今みたいな
spawns a fan base but didn't have one when it was made. So they're still trying to appeal to as many people as they can. No, it doesn't. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough.
どうしたんだ
Rintaro doesn't seem like the player
な
kind
ぜ
of
そんな
guy.
に感傷的なのだ
That's as I was saying, you know, visual novels, they're not popular, so you know, they put the hate scenes anyways, but then they blow up like Steins Gate blew up. But before they blow up, anything goes. Anything goes. Whatever vision the director has, he's putting hate scenes in if he wants to, otherwise no. But I mean, she's got a time machine, so she can't just come back afterward. So can't you just come back afterwards? Even as I think it, I realize how wrong I am. Of course, when Suzuha completes her mission and brings us the IBN 5100, the world line will change. The future will be rewritten, and the 2036 she knows will cease to exist. To hear her describe it, the future is an awful place, but even so, it was her home. She has friends there, I'm sure. Comrades in arms, and memories of her father, Baral Title. All of that will be lost to her forever. No wonder she's getting
タイ
sentimental.
ムマシンが治ったらまた盛大に宴会を開こ
No, it fucking doesn't. This is the first I heard of it. Look, ignorance is not an excuse of the law. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse. That's the quote. And yet, she's still smiling that sorrowful smile. Afterwards, I hit the streets again in search of the pin. But the day ended without a single lead, so I reluctantly returned to the lab and tried to searching in the internet. Dude, there's not even a bump on my head. I'm just being a big fat fucking baby. A couple of hours later, and still no luck. So far, I've accomplished fuck all. My frustration is mounting. I can time leap again, but will that really help us find Suzuha's father? Whoa. An unfamiliar number. Who is it?
う俺だ
Hi, Mr. Okabe Rintaro.
The voice is heavily accented. I can barely make it out. Cheers, Zigby. Who is this guy?
セブンか
I jump to my feet and scan the room, then run to the window and check the room below. No suspicious figures in sight. Kurisu comes out of the development room and gives me a questioning look, but I wave her back inside.
セルンとは何です
I gulp and carefully choose my words.
名乗ってもらおう
おたくはもうアフタヌーンうちのファクトリーに問い合わせに来てテレフォンナンバーを教えていったですよ
お前は何を言っているんだ
No, wait. I've heard of this broken Japanese before. The strange Japanese filters through my brain, connecting synapses. That's right! It's the foreign street vendor I met this afternoon in Akiba.
特定した Nice to meet you
どういたしまして私自主制作してます Yesterday night ゲストが come here の思い出しそのゲストがメイクプリズピンバッジがユウが持ってきたやつとセームだったのよ
I don't quite get what he's saying, but he seems really excited about it.
今すぐそっちに行く
Got the same spot as before. Although his stand is already closed, the Westerner is waiting for me.
Oh, Okabe! Hello!
そのゲストとやらはどこ行った
Client come here なのは Yesterday なことよろし
The blue-eyed white man shrugs his shoulders. So it was yesterday. He contacted me because he
そ
remembered.
いつの連絡先は住所氏名は
ドクですゲストはシミュレーションだけプライベートインフォメーションは Nothing
So last night someone came by wanting to make metal pins with the same design as Suzuha's. He died of poisoning? Guess was just a simulation, so there's no private information? I'm not following.
ジャパニーズやっとプライベートインフォメーションの重要さについてスタートらしい過敏神経になったよね
Doesn't help.
If ゲストがネームはテレフォンナンバー残っていったかよ。ノリーク、それがビジネス。
Fatigue suddenly weighs down on my shoulders. I don't understand a word he's saying anymore. My head is full of question marks. In hindsight, I should have brought Kurisu to speak English for me. Guess I'll just have to wing it.
そいつはどういうやつだった？男か女か？
Well, so young or so middle. Japanese は顔ヤングね。ルックだけじゃ no understand.
特徴は？
特徴？やはり柔道 or プロレスラー？
なんだ？柔道？
Mr. Brown?
Yes!
That wasn't a yes or no question. What the hell do you mean?
ああ、バルーン！バルーンだよ！
Brown! I was fucking right.
バルーン？柔道？
It's gotta be Brown.
Good!
No, not good. Are you trying to confuse me? I want to ask you more questions, but the foreigner suddenly sees a policeman walking by and runs off. Considered chasing him, but decide against it to avoid police attention. I give up. The search has hit a dead end, and we barely have any time left to find Battle Tayo. Can time leap again starting at 2 p.m. tomorrow? Looks like all I can do is wait until Christina's done working, and then leap to the time this suspicious character appears at the stand. Kurisu carefully connects the two cords she's holding.
完成。
The time leap machine is vibrating. Phone. Hello? Oh. Mommy. Mommy! Hello? Yes. Short, sweet, to the point. That's exactly how I fucking like a phone call. The time leap machine is complete. It's 2:30 p.m. on the 13th, about 20 minutes later than before. Kurisu walks into the lounge with a satisfied look on her face. It's just her, me, and Suzuha in the lab. I had Dado and Mayuri head to Radio Kaikan, ostensibly to work on the time machine.
タイムリープマシーンか。
Suzuha gazes at the now complete machine in awe. I've already explained to her how time leaping works. It's as different as can be from Suzuha's time machine, which can physically displace actual bodies.
未来の記憶を思い出させるっていうのは面白いよね。
Suzuha crosses her hands behind her head and looks up at the ceiling.
空想とかもしかしてっていう推測とかそういうのってさ、実際には未来の記憶を思い出してるのかもしれないかもってちょっと思って。2036年時点だと記憶は世界戦艦の自分との情報伝達手段かもしれないって説もセルンの研究者から出てるんだ。それと似たようなものなのかも。
岡部の力、リーディングシュタイナーがどういう仕組み
Chicken
なのか
nuggets,
分かればいい
I'm
んだ。
pretty sure. We call them nuggets in fucking Europe-based countries. Hopefully, I'm not wrong.
岡部だけの特殊能力なのか、それとも全人類がその資質を持ってるけど岡部だけがたまたまより強い能力を持っていただけなのか。
一つ確かなことがある。意識は記憶とともに過去へ飛んだ。
それがなぜなのかいまいち納得いかない。 D メールの時に岡部が体験したような状況と同じになってもいいはずなのに記憶に意識は依存してるのかな。
意識って形として存在してるわけじゃないのが厄介だよね。魂も同じ。結局は宗教観に行き着く。
Fuck.
2036年でもさ、
Oh yeah, that's right. There's all those gifs about Negroes getting chicken nuggets. That's right. They still exist in America. All those meme gifs.
そうちょっとがっかり
意識が過去へ飛んだことで
What's my dog doing, dude?
D メールに比べてより具体的に過去改変ができるようになったが、同時に収束する結果も存在した。
I can change the method of Mayuri's death, but never the fact that she dies.
違うよ。未来は確定してる。
ならば家庭が変化したのはなぜだ。
世界線が変動してたから。岡部倫太郎が過去へ飛んで本来とは別の行動をとったことでダイバージェンスがわずかだけど上下したはずだよ。
I think I know what you're talking about. They have batter and stuff on them sometimes. It's different. You can do it in different ways. You can grill them, or you can batter them.
でもその変動はダイバージェンスメーターで言うと 0.00001% 程度の誤差でしかないわけ。ちょっとしたことの場合全く誤差が発生しない場合だってある。
This is some very in-depth knowledge on chicken tendies.
原因が変化することでさ
Chicken tendies.
結果がすでに同
Chicken
時に
tendies
存在
feels
し
good,
てい
man.
る別の世界線へと変わっただけなの。しかもその2つの世界線は近似値だから変化なんてほとんど感じられないはず。
Was that why reading Steiner didn't react?
変わる前の世界線は消滅したわけじゃなくてさ、可能性世界線として同時に存在し続けるんだよ。
その辺は多世界解釈なのね。
いずれにしてもパラレルワールドじゃない。
未来は再構成されていると。
Actually, I do have a bump on my head.
そういう
Shit!
ことになるのかな。
Confused again. Maybe it's impossible for me to fully understand the structure of the universe. Anyway, that's enough discussion. Time to get some tendies. It's time for me to leap again. I explained the situation to Kurisu and have her activate the time leap machine immediately. Here we go again, dude. Fuck. Alright, dog, it's just